Hi everyone, it's Shelly with the Lemonade Store, and I wanted to kind of show you my process using this masking fluid pen. And this is the Molotow, I can never say anything right, sorry, Molotow masking fluid pen. And I believe it's 4mm tip. So you kind of have to get it going, shake it up, and on a separate piece of paper I kind of like depress the tip to kind of get it flowing. And you want to make sure that you put enough masking fluid onto your watercolor paper to get it kind of sealed. The point is we're making like a section where it's going to be white after we apply watercolor all over the paper. And I'm just doing some faux calligraphy, so I will link to my faux calligraphy worksheet and YouTube video for you guys below. And I'm just writing the word color. So I'll speed up the video a little bit, and I'm really, I kind of really go through and make sure that the masking fluid has enough of a coverage on the paper. And I'm using the Canson Watercolor XL paper, so it's not, I don't think it's anything special with the paper. Make sure that you let your masking fluid dry. That is kind of a big issue here. I went ahead and let it dry for like an hour before I came back and started applying water. And I'm just using clean water, and I'm just going over it because I'm going to drop watercolor onto the paper. And here we go. So I always gravitate towards like pinks and blues and purples and aquas. I think my favorite color, I'd have to say it's like aqua and pink. Anywho, so I'm just dropping some watercolors in here and mixing them around and playing with how they kind of like blend together. And the whole idea is that it will not go where we wrote the masking fluid. There's also a bunch of dots I put on there. I don't know if I said that before. So, and then the only other thing too is like, this isn't like fancy watercolor or anything. I'm actually just using gel food coloring because I am gluten-free and I don't really bake anymore. So I have all of these. I used to bake all the time and I was really into making cakes and stuff. But so I have all this extra food coloring, and I've seen other people play with food coloring and paint. I'm like, oh, that's so smart. So I'm just mixing more water and kind of blending it around, kind of giving like a galaxy effect, and adding more pinks and everything. And we're gonna make sure that before we go on to the next step, all of this is gonna dry. So I have like a multi-tool heater that I use. It's like the Darris heat tool, and it speeds it up. I don't really like to use it on like really delicate watercolors, the heat tool, because it makes your watercolor kind of blow in directions and dry funny. But for this was just like a 10-minute, kids were sleeping, quick, grab some paint kind of a thing. So now that I got all my watercolor down, I took a paper towel, and kind of dabbed any like major water pools that I had, because I used a ton of water on it. And then see, I'm using my heat tool to dry everything, making sure that nothing is wet before I go over. And I like to use my finger first to rub off the masking fluid. And see, it's like, look how cool it is. There's one little spot on the O where you can see it kind of let the watercolor went through, but it's not bad. I mean, it looks all right. So maybe I just should have gone over that little section more with the masking fluid. And because I guess if there's not enough coverage, it will allow the watercolor to leak through. So this is like a little tool that I got at the craft store that I found next to the masking fluid that helps you remove the masking fluid. And if there's like any discoloration, or if it like left any blue from the pigment of the masking fluid, this took it right off. I had no problems. It totally was awesome. Okay, so it's time to do subscriber shoutouts, and I am using my little bag here because I don't. All right, let's pick one. This is fun. Every time I feel like it's the lottery. All right, who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got? Can you see that? Bauvine? I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I'm sorry, but I can write it. Okay, here we go. Get all my names back over here. For this subscriber shout out, we're gonna go ahead and do this, use this stained Sharpie. It's actually a fabric marker, but it's a really cool brush tip pen. It's really fun, I like it. So let's do it. All right, I'm gonna write, I think I'll try capital B. And I have, I don't know if you guys know or not, I have, if you want to learn my style of lettering, I have on my shop, and you can get there by going to the lemonade store, or you can go to my Etsy store, thelemonadestore.etsy.com, and I'm selling some practice sheets for you guys. And you can use Crayolas on them, you can use these type of brush pens, you can use them for watercolor, all sorts of really cool stuff. So it is St. Patrick's Day today, so I am going to it's dry so it doesn't smear, and I'm gonna use my Crayola first to do some shadow. This is just a Crayola super tip. And I have a couple of shadow videos that show you how I do my shadow. Sometimes I can't talk and draw at the same time. It's kind of funny. And I always miss words or forget to cross my T's or dot my I's because I'm concentrating so much. Maybe one day. But it's hard, man. This is like, it's fun, but it's challenging. I think that's why it makes it so, that's why I'm not tired of it. It seems like it's super challenging and fun, so. Hope you guys are doing awesome with your lettering. And let's see if I can get this one to work. Yeah, that one works. This is my Jelly Roll Metallic in black. I'm just gonna add a few dots. To the actual shadow line, just to give it a little bit more dimension. Okay, awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I appreciate your subscriptions and your thumbs up. If you would like for me to letter your name, leave a comment below and I'll add it to the plastic bag or jar or wherever I'm at that moment storing all of the names that I need to do. You guys are the best. Thanks for your support. I totally appreciate it. Happy St. Patrick's Day.